Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for March 7th through the 13th for the Scorpio collective, Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. We're going to check in here and see what messages are coming in for our Scorpio friends. You might stumble upon this video after the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it whenever you're meant to find it, whenever it is time for you to hear the messages. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate for you. So take what does and leave what doesn't. Easy as that. One more shuffle here. All right, my dears. What is going on for Scorpio sun, moon, and rising? Our first card coming up here is the Six of Cups. Now, this is a card that some people don't like to see, right? Because you guys are used to watching, or a lot of you are used to watching tarot, because of love and romance readings. So we see the Six of Cups and it's like, someone from your past is returning. Now, don't get me wrong. That can be one of the meanings of this card, but it depends on what the question is when we're pulling the cards, the other cards that come up around the reading, and the energy or the vibe of the reading. Okay? Some of you I've been getting a lot of emails asking me to teach tarot. I have an idea. Keep an eye out in the community tab in the post. I'm going to post something to kind of get some feedback from you guys, but we will talk about teaching tarot. I have not gotten to your emails. I will be posting something soon about that, and we can have a group discussion in the thread about that. But Six of Cups, one of the meanings of this card is and can be somebody resurfacing from the past. And that can be happening for some of you, especially if you keep having this person pop up in your thoughts for no reason or in your dreams. Even if it's not romantic, it could be someone from your childhood. Oh gosh, I just kind of cringed. I'm a Scorpio too, and there's somebody that keeps popping up in my mind at the most random times. I just see the person in my head. There's no thoughts, there's no emotions, just washing dishes. They pop up in my head and I'm like, oh gosh, I get cringe. I don't want to see this person. I really don't. I don't want to hear from this person. It was someone that really tormented me in my fragile and sensitive teenage years. I don't know. I'll have to keep you all posted. But some of you might have somebody popping up in your head, and or in your dreams, or just like in your thoughts, and this person might be resurfacing. When that happens, usually it's because just something energetically needs to be cleared up. It does not mean that you have to be with this person. It does not mean that you have to take this person into your life with open arms. Sometimes the universe allows this person to resurface so that you can give them a piece of your mind, or so that you can speak your truth, right? And to just, get closure and not carry around that baggage forever. It's not a sign from the universe that you're not meant to move forward. Sometimes it's just cleaning up the mess so you can move forward freely, without baggage, without any tail trailing behind you. Okay? Now, Six of Cups can also come up when we're in really sentimental energy. We're thinking about the past. Some of you might be really focusing on your childhood, on your family, your childhood or family memories. Some of you are spending time with family this week, and that might be bringing up a lot of things from your childhood or from your past, and some of it might be very pleasant memories, and some of you might be feeling kind of sad at how things turned out, or how certain things panned out over the years, or you may be beating yourself up for having made certain decisions and choices and wondering if you should have made the choices that have brought you to where you are now. And the Six of Cups wants you to remember two things. Number one, we have a tendency to remember the past better than it actually was. And if things were really so great and so wonderful, you wouldn't have made the choices to transition away from them. Right? You made the best possible choices that you could have with the options that were available to you at the time and with the tools that you had. Number 2, you are exactly where you are meant to be in this current moment. Even if you're not happy where you're at, it's temporary. You'll transition into something bigger. You'll transition into something better. But for the moment, you are where you're meant to be in the moment as you're planning to move on, move forward someplace else. And you didn't leave the wrong thing. You didn't leave, it wasn't wrong for you to leave. It wasn't wrong for you to make the choices that you made. 6 of Cups can also be a little bit of a warning for us not to get too caught up in being in the past mentally. Depression comes from being stuck in the past mentally. Anxiety comes from being stuck in the future mentally. You got to try to come back to the present moment. If you can come back to the present moment, focus on what's happening in the here and now, focus on what's happening this exact second, you're going to be fine, right? It's going to help with focus. It's going to help with lifting your spirit, lifting your mood, okay? So it's some things to keep in mind with the 6 of Cups. I do feel those of you who are visiting family, you're going to have some kind of memory from your childhood that has been so long forgotten. And it's not like a traumatic, scary, repressed memory. It's not like something terrible. It's going to be like something, oh my gosh, yes, I used to play that game. Or oh my gosh, yes, I had this imaginary friend. I completely forgot about this imaginary friend. I completely forgot about this game I used to play. And like you're kind of laughing about it, but it's giving you inspiration for something you're going to be working on now. Some of you might come up with a really great idea for like a children's book or a cartoon, or a character or a toy that you might be pitching that is going to create a very beautiful passive income for you, and or just some kind of inspiration for an idea, or helping you figure out what the missing thing is in your life right now. Like, I don't know, like something is missing. I don't know what I want to be doing. I don't know what I'm interested in. I don't know what I like. I feel like this memory from your childhood is going to help you realize that or answer that question for you. The next card that's coming up for Scorpio is the 8 of Swords. Okay? Now, the 8 of Swords can come up when we're looking for somebody to help us or rescue us out of a situation, and feeling trapped in a situation, and Spirit wants to give us warning that we do not want to look to be rescued at this time, because like attracts like and energy attracts energy. So if we're in the mindset of being stuck and hopeless, the best case scenario is we're going to attract another stuck and hopeless person. And we're going to look at each other like, why don't you figure something out? What do you mean, why don't I figure something out? Why don't you figure something out? I'm always the one who has to figure something out. No, you aren't. I'm always figuring it out. Bicker, bumping heads, getting nowhere. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is we attract a manipulative person. Someone who sees this as an opportunity to take advantage. Someone who's an opportunist. Whether they want to try to get into your pants, or get into your pockets, or both, or they just want to be able to feel like they have the ability to have power over you or govern your life. Not a good situation. Bringing me to the next meaning of the 8 of Swords. This is one of the more kind of things we don't talk about in mainstream tarot, but the 8 of Swords can be situations in which, like in the bedroom, somebody like wants to tie you up. Okay, maybe some of you are attracting that kind of energy because like you're giving away your power. Maybe some of you want to experience that as a way of like you're trying to heal certain traumas, or you see it as like some kind of a release. People process emotions in different ways. It's not my place to tell you how to process your trauma. It's not my place to tell you who to go to bed with and who not to go to bed with. And it's not my place to tell you what to do with your body. That is all up to you. I don't have the right to infringe on those areas of your life. They're not my business. The only advice I want to give you is for those of you who are thinking of engaging in these kinds of behaviors, just really, really make sure that you're taking safety precautions. Really, really make sure that this is somebody whom you know very well and that you trust, right? This isn't the kind of thing to get into with some rando, on the internet. This isn't the kind of thing to get into somebody you've been talking to on a dating site for a couple of months. No, you need to have trust and boundaries and safety and security and safety measures established before you explore these kinds of things. Okay, so for some of you, there may be that element. I'm not going to get too much into that. But I'm going to tell you, for like 95% of the Scorpios out there, I feel the Eight of Swords energy is in the way that, like, you've made a decision, you've begun to do something in your life, you've begun to, like, go on a new direction, and you've been for the most part happy in this new direction. Like, you feel like there's progress, you feel like good things are happening in your life, you feel like you're breaking out of the blocks and the stagnant energy, like there's good things going for you. But I feel there could be family or siblings or somebody from your past saying, Scorpio, you left me behind and I need you to come back. I need you to come back. I need you to do this with me. Here's where the situation is. Eight of Swords is telling us that this person who is stuck doesn't need to be stuck. They are choosing to play victim, or they are choosing to play martyr, and they're trying to pull you into that victimhood with them. But that's exactly the energy you've been breaking out of for so long. You've spent years breaking out of that energy. So I feel like Spirit is allowing this so that you can make a statement to yourself and make a statement to the universe that officially, once and for all, in all directions of time, may it be known, I am not in existence to be a martyr. I am not in existence to sacrifice myself when it's an unnecessary sacrifice. I'm not going to lack boundaries and allow people to feed off of me and drain me like I'm a fly and they're the spider, and they're going to suck everything out of me and just leave an empty, hollow shell. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I was given life. And I feel this is what this person or situation is asking of you. Come back and let us feed off of you. We need you. We're falling apart without you. We're dying without you. And in a moment, Scorpio, some of you, despite all the hard work you've been doing, despite how far you've come, in that moment, some of you are going to really question yourself. And you're going to doubt yourself for a moment. You're going to say, oh my gosh, am I a selfish person? What have I done? I've just ran off. I'm needed here. But the Eight of Swords is saying this is not a good situation for you. This is not a safe situation for you. It's going to lead to nothing but more heartbreak. And what they're telling you is the only solution is not the only solution. And you have to be okay with walking away and saying, look, you're choosing to put yourself in this situation. It doesn't have to be this way. There's a more efficient way of doing this. There's a healthier, non-toxic way of doing this. And I'm trying to help you, but you keep insisting on this one specific toxic solution. I can't be on board with that. And they're going to make the decision for the toxic solution. And you're going to have to turn your back. And you're going to have to be okay with that, Scorpio. You're going to have to be okay with that. The next card that's coming up here for you, my darlings, is the Four of Pentacles. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. Okay, so this request may also require money. They may be asking for money from you. Okay? This could be an employer that's asking you to come back and begging you to come back. And you might have a past life connection with this employer. You might have This employer might be one of your soulmates. Keep in mind, soulmate is not always romantic. Some soulmates are romantic, but not always. So even though I'm saying soulmate, it might not be a romantic connection, but you might have a soft spot in your heart for this person. Okay? And so they might be asking you to come back to a situation that would be detrimental for you financially. You cannot, and I know this is going to be hard for Scorpio because we Scorpios, oh my God, are we suckers for loyalty? Are we suckers for that ride or die? But you got to learn, Scorpio, to be very selective who you're going to ride for and who you're going to die for. And Spirit is saying this is not where you want to die. This is not where you want to sacrifice. This is not a worthwhile sacrifice for you. Four of Pentacles can also be that somebody is asking you for money or going to be asking you for money. And you have to be ready and able to say no. No, 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 no. I feel for some of you, someone is telling you a sob story, trying to get money out of you. And if you give them the money, you're going to find out later that they used it for something cosmetic. Like they went out and they got some new boobs, or they got a nose job, or they got some clothes or a car or something to make them seem more desirable. You are going to be livid. Because this person is coming at you with a sad sob story. And then you're going to turn around and be like, whoa, where did that come from? And you're going to realize you're the one who financed it. And you're not going to be happy. Four of Pentacles also comes up for me when like there's a need to protect your physical space and your physical boundaries. So some of you are deciding that you're going to take a break from dating, or maybe you've been taking a break from dating and you're going to start dating, but you're going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be physically intimate with anybody right off the bat. I'm going to really take my time with the physical intimacy. This is my body. This is my space. I'm being very selective who I share it with. Some of you are being very selective about who you are allowing into your home. There could be somebody who's wanting to come and visit and spend time with you, and you're thinking about it and you're like, nope, 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 nope. Don't think it's a good idea. Or maybe just having company over in general, you're being more selective. Four of Pentacles also comes up when Spirit is saying there's money coming your way. Big money coming your way. Big, big, big money coming your way. And you're going to be very tempted to be super generous with it. Like you might already have things in your mind right now where you're telling yourself, oh my gosh, if the universe, Spirit, God, angels, guides, blessed me with this kind of abundance, I would do this for this person. I would do that for that person. I'd buy my parents a house. I'd buy my best friend a car. I would give to this charity. I would open up an orphanage in this country or this town. Like you might have all of these big ideas of all of the beautiful things you would do with this money. But Four of Pentacles comes up to say, no, don't. I mean, you might want to be generous in smaller ways, less elaborate ways. You may want to treat yourself with a couple of things and enjoy that money. But Four of Pentacles is saying, hold on to as much of it as you can because you are going to need it in the future. There could be a slow time in which you're being called to do some kind of work that you're not going to be able to get paid for while you're working on that thing. Right? That Spirit is leading you to work on. If it's a project, if it's a creative project, if it's a book, if it's a workshop, if it's a modality for healing. When you're working on that thing, even though it'll bring you money once you put it out there, you're not making money while you're working on it. And so this money may be coming in to give you some downtime period to work on a bigger project, to be a vessel or channel for something really great. It could also be coming up because you just might need the downtime, okay? So there might be a really significant financial blessing coming in your way. You might be really tempted to blow it, but don't blow it. Hold on to it. You're going to need it. You're going to put it to better use. The next card that's coming up here for you is the Fool, and this is a major arcana card. major arcana cards are going to come up. Sorry, my doggy. He's okay. Major arcana cards are going to come up anytime we're coming into a significant new chapter in our life, a defining moment. Okay? And so even though I'm reading for a period of 7 days, major arcana energy is going to be around for a while. This isn't something that's going to last a couple of days. It's going to be around for a while. So the Fool card is about taking a leap of faith. Some of you are going to receive an opportunity. I feel like for some of you, this is an opportunity and you feel like this is ridiculous. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't believe I'm going to take this chance or take this risk. Now, the Fool card is telling you you're being led and you're being called to do this, even though it might be the complete and opposite direction of which everybody else thinks you should be going in. It's definitely one of those moments, as the expression goes, you're marching to the beat of your own drum, right? Like you're dancing to a song nobody else can hear. And so you're going to look crazy. You're going to look crazy to a lot of people, like, Scorpio, I cannot believe you're doing this. Or I can't see you doing this. This isn't you. But you're feeling called to go in this very unconventional direction. The Fool card says, yes, you're being called to do this, but look before you leap. Don't go jumping in and landing on your head. Look before you leap. Listen to your intuition, follow your guidance. I feel like there's a lot of support coming your way. I feel also whatever this is, like, you might try to do this in a kind of a secret way. You're not going to be able to keep it secret. You're not going to be, like, it's going to be out there. People are going to know about it, whether it's traveling online or you're getting involved in something that's going viral, or you're becoming some kind of a meme. I don't know, but, like, people are going to see this and it's going to draw attention to what you're doing. I'm hearing that this cannot be done in secret. You can't hide that you're doing this. Maybe you're coming out of the spiritual closet, the mystic's closet, right? And everybody's going to know that you're doing something spiritual. Maybe you've been doing some kind of performance that you've been hiding from your friends and family, and your work is getting exposure, and you're not going to be able to hide it from them anymore, right? They're going to know that it's you or that you're doing this. But there's something here where you're going in a very unconventional direction, and I feel like this energy of the cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. This is what's happening. This is where I'm headed. This is where I'm going. Funny enough, that's why all this other stuff is being cleared, so that you can go in this direction. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks, those might resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And the love readings for March are linked in the description. Don't forget, I've been doing a card of the day. I've been doing a daily message. Be sure to check those out as well. And private readings, as I said, linked in the description, calendly.com/amethystangelite. And hopefully I'll see you all in the daily messages as well. See you in the comments there. Thank you for watching, Scorpio. Be well and take care.